Okay.
And I've brought a model here. Now, this is the base of the skull here.
Okay.
Make sure we can see that.
There you go. Yep.
Okay. This is the top bone of the neck called the atlas. And what tends to happen is through some sort of traumatic event. Now, this is the guy that played football, you know, all through high school. Somebody that's been in a car wreck. Some sort of traumatic event has taken this bone and shifted it to the side and made it twist.
Okay.
When that happens, the muscles that hold this joint together become hypertonic, or they tighten up around there, irritate these nerves, well documented to create pain at the base of the skull and refer pain over to the top of the head and mimic a headache. And you don't even know that this is where the problem is.
Wow.
So that's the link, that's the connection between the neck and the head. And
well, obviously, everyone that comes in isn't a candidate, but how do you go through that process and determine that this is what's wrong with them?
Well, it starts with listening to the person. You're listening for keys, for indicators that this person may have been in some sort of traumatic event, where their pain's at. It's a simple examination for such an elaborate procedure. If they are a candidate, I go ahead and take a series of x-rays, explain that to the patient, and see how much of a problem we're working with.
Just offering relief to people.
Well, absolutely, and once we have the x-rays, we know how to attack the problem and treat it. Based on those x-rays, I come up with a specific set of angles that I'm using to make the correction. You can see it here. That instrument I'm placing on this patient's neck was developed at Georgia Tech by the engineers there. It's been FDA approved for 30 years, and it's only delivering about 3.5 pounds of force to the neck. And since I'm being so specific with those angles I'm using, I don't need much more than that. And here you'll see the instrument working where
how's it work? Tell us.
This hammer comes down inside of here and strikes the head of that slender rod, and you can see it directed there at the atlas itself.
Oh, okay.
And so that's hitting pressure, or is it electricity through the metal?
That is the transfer of mechanical energy, and the best way for me to describe it is if you've ever seen the steel balls suspended from fishing line. You take one, drop it, nothing in the middle moves, and that one on the other end does. That's what's happening here. And if I could just show the model one more time. I'm coming in with this stylus here on the very edge of this bone and shooting that, essentially a sound wave, into this hard bony surface. And because of the way I have you set up and the angles are so specific, that's what's making the correction. When that correction's made, the muscles relax, these nerves aren't irritated, the headaches start to go away.